This is Jenna, a nature lover through and through. Her YouTube channel is a peaceful escape from the noise of everyday life, filled with calm bushcraft builds, serene forest landscapes, and zero spooky drama. Unlike those horror-themed camping channels, you know the ones, Jenna's content is all about solitude, relaxation, and the beauty of the wilderness. For her latest video, she set off on a solo bushcraft trip deep in Crown Land.
The forest all to myself. I brought my buddy Herb with me to keep me company. You might remember Herb from our bike tour on the Icefields Parkway. He's gonna be keeping me company while I'm out here alone in the woods. The river's definitely not frozen yet, so I'm walking over these logs to get across because there's a couple dead trees over there that I'm looking at taking down.
The spot she chose was stunning. Tall trees, a nearby river, and complete silence. She wasted no time getting to work, cutting down trees, hauling logs across the stream, and building the kind of shelter most of us only dream of.
And then popping some rocks on top of the peg just to seal it in. Cute. So this is it from the back. The weather's supposed to be beautiful tonight. We don't have any wind or rain or anything on the forecast, so this should work just fine. This is it from the inside. Let me get Herb all cozy in there.
Everything was going smoothly until it wasn't. While this part wasn't filmed, Jenna later explained something unsettling had happened before she even started recording. While scouting the area earlier that day, a man in an SUV suddenly pulled up beside her. He didn't say anything, just stared. It was weird, but not alarming. Maybe he was just a fellow outdoorsman sizing up the terrain. Jenna didn't record the interaction and brushed it off. But then, he came back. While she was mid-build, the same SUV showed up again. He parked nearby, stared, and drove off without saying a word. Now the unease was setting in. When he showed up a third time, that's when her instincts kicked in hard. Same SUV, same silence, same stare. That's when Jenna knew something wasn't right.
I'm not even taking the time to pack up nicely because I just want to get out of here. Okay, goodbye to the campsite that once almost was. I don't think I left anything. Barely got everything in my bag because I didn't fold everything properly. I'm just trying to get out of here. I have half my stuff in my food bag. It's gonna be okay. He's not here right now. This is where he pulled out to, and he literally took a look at me and turned around and pulled out. But I know it was the same car. It was like a white SUV with a bag over the back of his window, and he turned around and I saw that same bag. So yeah, I'm fucking out of here. Even if that guy didn't mean any harm and he was just trying to camp here, I don't like when somebody knows where I'm camping when I'm by myself. I want to be hidden and unseen, and I don't want some man to know that I'm alone in the woods. I'm coming back to my van. Okay. Back of the van. That was a mad dash. Luckily it's not dark out just yet, so I'm gonna head home. I don't like driving in the dark, but even in the van, I don't really want to sleep out here.
She trusted her gut, stopped what she was doing, and began packing up immediately. No hesitation. Because here's the thing. When you're out alone in the wilderness, miles from anyone, with no phone signal and no help nearby, Trusting your intuition can be the difference between safety and danger. Could the man have been harmless? Sure. Maybe he was just curious. Maybe he meant no harm. But maybe he had other plans, and Jenna wasn't about to find out the hard way. She made the right call. If you take anything from her story, it's this. Never let anyone know your exact camping location when you're alone. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't wait around for confirmation. Because in the deep woods, far from cell towers and city lights, being prepared isn't paranoid. It's smart. What's up, Silent Nightmare family? I have something huge to share with you today. We just crossed an incredible milestone, 50,000 subscribers. But now it's time to set our sights even higher. If we hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of September, 10 lucky subscribers will each receive a $50 gift card. You can choose any gift cards. That's $500 in total prizes as a thank you to this amazing community. It's super easy to enter. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like this video, comment below with your favorite Silent Nightmare video or your scariest camping story. That's it. Let's hit 100K together and celebrate the only way we know how, with a massive giveaway. The footage comes from Herbex Hill, a YouTube channel dedicated to urban exploration, capturing the haunting beauty of America's abandoned and decaying places. On June 9th, 2025, the creator, Chris, ventured into a massive derelict building. What started as a routine explore quickly spiraled into something far more dangerous than he expected. Inside, the structure was in ruins, bullet-riddled walls, collapsed ceilings, and a flooded basement that hinted at years of neglect. Crumbling law offices, broken furniture, and water-damaged files told stories long forgotten. But as Chris made his way through the dust-filled hallways, it became increasingly clear. He wasn't alone.
I wonder if that was somebody. What the hell? This place is so big, anybody can be here. Also, I don't know what floor that noise came from. I'm gonna try to listen for it. I don't hear nothing. I mean, to be completely honest, I wouldn't be surprised if I run into somebody homeless here, living. Court community service. Make sure I close these doors real quiet. I don't know, that noise was so loud. It may have been a group of people in here. What's this wet spot from? The ceiling is dry. This looks like the back rooms. At night, this place is honestly really creeping me out. It might just be because it's so dang big. What the hell? Somebody was up here.
The echo of faint footsteps, the clink of metal, low murmurs in the distance. Then came the signs: scattered belongings, old mattresses, makeshift camps. This place wasn't just abandoned, it was occupied.
At this point in the video, I need to explain a few things. I started hearing a lot of noise coming from the stairwell nearby on the 9th floor, multiple voices and what sounded like music playing from a cell phone. So I quickly pressed record on my camera and turned my light off just in case they were hostile. Unfortunately, the camera audio was cutting in and out during the entire exploration, and it failed to capture the sound during this part. While sitting quietly in the dark, I listened, and they sounded like they might be fellow urban explorers. So I turned my light on and went to the stairwell to see who they were. When I got to the door, I unintentionally scared a woman that was with the group, and she screamed and ran up the stairs yelling, "Help!" That's when one of the guys racked his gun and shouted, "Who's down there?" I replied that I was just taking pictures of the building. It quickly became clear they weren't explorers, they were scrappers, and they were also using drugs while stripping the place. They began yelling and threatening to shoot me if I didn't leave. I started arguing back at them, saying I have a gun too, and that they needed to relax. After a bit of tense back and forth, I told them I'm leaving soon and I won't bother them. I then left the stairwell and went down the hall to a different stairwell so I could get to the lower section of the building to get away from them. As I walked away, I could hear what sounded like at least 4 people yelling and cussing about me being there. One of them was even talking about me. This whole interaction made me pretty nervous, especially considering the number of bullet holes and shell casings I had already found scattered throughout the building. It was clear that these scrappers come here often, and were mad that I was in there, and it wouldn't surprise me if they fire off rounds to scare off explorers or anyone else who enters the building. Anyways, I just continued to explore the lower levels of the building, hoping they stay in the upper levels.
Eventually, Chris encountered them, a group of armed scrappers, aggressively stripping the building for metal. Their reaction to his presence was immediate and hostile. One of them stepped forward, issued a sharp warning, and made it clear he wasn't welcome. Not wanting to escalate things, Chris backed off, choosing to head for the lower levels to avoid further confrontation. But the danger wasn't over. Down in the dark, flooded basement, the tension thickened. Voices began echoing again, this time louder, more agitated. The scrappers were looking for him. Heated arguments erupted between them, and then, gunshots. That was the final signal. Chris didn't wait to see who they were aimed at, or if they were meant for him. He grabbed his gear and made a swift exit from the building, heart pounding, adrenaline surging. This video stands as a stark reminder. In the world of urban exploration, the real danger isn't always paranormal. Sometimes it's the people you didn't expect to meet, the unpredictable, desperate, or aggressive individuals who've claimed these forgotten places as their own. Chris didn't provoke anyone. He followed the golden rule of urbex, respect and retreat. But even then, things nearly turned deadly. Always remember, it's not just what's inside that matters. It's who. It's a bitterly cold winter day, December 29th, 2023. Lomar, the creator behind the Paranormal Discovery YouTube channel, has returned to a forest that's haunted him ever since his last visit. A place where he and his friend Blake once stumbled upon a small, abandoned cabin, one that radiated an eerie, unexplainable energy. But today, Lomar is alone. Driven by a need for answers, he's determined to uncover the truth about the sinister presence he once felt there. As he approaches the old cabin, a familiar chill creeps up his spine. Something feels wrong.
I hear people walking in the woods. Maybe that's an animal? The hell is that? So confused right now. All right. I think that was a helicopter or a plane or something up there. Oh my God, what was that? Guys, I literally just got here and I'm already hearing stuff. What the what's that?
The forest is silent, too silent. And no matter where he looks, he can't shake the overwhelming sense that he's being watched. With each step deeper into the woods, the air feels heavier. The trees seem to close in tighter. The feeling of unease intensifies until it becomes unbearable. Then, a sharp, unmistakable whistle slices through the stillness.
I feel like I get the sense that people come here and do really weird things. Oh my God. The hell was that? Straight up heard movement behind me. I think someone's down there. Like right over there. I don't know, that was really weird. That sounded like it came from the path. I think I gotta get out of here. I think there's one individual here somewhere. I don't get the sense that there's many, but I get the sense that there's like at least one. I don't see anybody. Oh shit! Oh. It's right down the path. What is that person doing down there?
Lomar freezes. His breath catches. Every instinct screams at him to run. He bolts through the underbrush, heart pounding, searching for anywhere to hide. But the noises only grow louder. Cracks, snaps, footsteps, something or someone is following him, watching him. He finds a spot, crouches low, and waits. Minutes feel like hours. The silence returns, but it's no comfort. It's suffocating. Lomar stays perfectly still, hoping whatever's out there will lose interest. Eventually, when he can't take it any longer, he makes a run for it, sprinting until he's free of the trees, back in the safety of his car. He escaped, but barely. And whoever, or whatever, was out there in that forest, it remains a chilling mystery. It's a reminder of just how fragile our sense of safety really is. Had Lomar ignored that gut feeling, things might have ended very differently. It was a cold winter day in November 2023 when renowned horror expedition leader Dan Dixon, known for his YouTube channel Exploring with Fighters, set out on one of his most chilling adventures yet. This time, his destination was the infamous witch gallows deep within Germany's legendary Black Forest. Dan, whose channel is celebrated for his fearless explorations and supernatural encounters, is no stranger to eerie places. But this location held a darker reputation. The witch gallows, once the site of grim executions, was steeped in centuries of fear and whispered legends. His fans, well aware of the forest's sinister past, were eagerly anticipating what Dan might uncover. But Dan wasn't alone tonight. Accompanying him were two of his close friends, Carl and James, fellow adventurers with nerves of steel.
Inside the hanging gallows, so there's been 15 documented hangings of witches here in the Black Forest. Now that's only documented, we don't know the actual number, but we do know that 2 of them are buried right next to this gallows. So in good old fashioned Black Forest camping, we are going to pitch up the tent right underneath this gallows. We really don't know what to expect here, especially camping right below where numerous witches were hung. These were people who were thought to have been witches. We don't.
As the group arrived at the ominous clearing, they set up camp right beside the cursed landmark. With the fire crackling and dinner being prepared, they passed the time telling ghost stories, not knowing that their own would soon begin. As night fell and the temperature dropped, the trio ventured into the dense darkness, armed with only their cameras and a spirit talker, ready to make contact with whatever lingered in those ancient woods. Then, it began.
Could you give us a sign?
Whoa, what the fuck was that?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wait,
Something just went off. When you say, could you give us a sign?
Yeah, wait a minute. Shh. Yeah, wait here. What the fuck? You got the flux down?
No. I don't have the flux. I have
flux.
it in my hand.
So what was that then? I don't...
A sound, clear and deliberate, cut through the night air. Something wanted to be noticed, but as quickly as it came, the forest fell silent again. The stillness was unnatural, heavy. Back at the tent, the unease grew.
Oh. I'm ready. Hey. No. That car sounded like it was stopping.
Well, we have nothing going on anymore, so...
Whoa!
That was the wind, I hope.
What the fucking hell was that?
I thought it was the wind, I don't know.
Dude, it's like someone just...
I know.
Did you feel that?
What the
fuck was that? I don't know, it's like someone just fucking kicked us on, like, through the tent.
I know. Did anyone record that?
Yeah, I'm recording.
I'm recording and shit.
I was just falling asleep.
That means you got it. You probably got the wind kick and then your reaction.
There was someone fucking pulling the tent out.
That's what it looked like. The whole tent got pushed.
Yeah. Dude, I felt it in my foot. It was like someone kicked it.
No, I know.
Faint noises rustled just outside, branches cracking, footsteps. Then something brushed against the fabric of the tent.
That's what I mean.
There's someone running the finger across the fucking thing. Right, get out of the tent. Fucking hell, what is that? Someone's running the finger. Hello? Oh my god. Right, I'm getting out. No, wait a minute. Someone ran the finger across it. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's different from the wind. The finger thing, you can see it like, whoosh, and you can hear the sound.
You can hear the sound.
Yeah, it feels different from the wind blowing.
See, look, it stopped. Oh, shh. Yeah. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck? Is that someone's dog? Someone's dog.
Oh, someone's outside. Someone's outside. Dude, the fingers ran across. That again, third time you heard it. And then the... Shh. Hello? Dude, someone's outside. I know, open the fucking tent. Oh! Open the tent, open the tent.
Fucking wind, bro. That's someone banging on the fucking tent.
Come on, open it.
Shh. There's no one there.
Douglas, what was that fucking noise? Carl, calm down. You've stood all in the fire. Oh shit. Dude, there's no one here. Oh shit. Fuck.
Hearts pounding, they unzipped it and stepped out into the freezing night. No one, nothing, only the vast, oppressive silence of the Black Forest. Feeling watched and increasingly unsettled, the group decided to pack up and leave. Their nerves were shot, their sense of safety shattered.
I feel like there's someone there. Let's pack up.
Yeah, it's not safe.
Should we go down now? See if someone's there first? No. Let's get all the expensive shit in the car.
As they drove away from the witch gallows, one question echoed in their minds. Was it just someone playing tricks in the night? Or had they truly come face to face with something supernatural? This is Mo, a beloved YouTuber known for fearlessly camping in some of the most haunted and mysterious places in the world. His love for the unknown has earned him a massive following, and today, he's joined by fellow adventurer CJ Fisol for a chilling new exploration. Their destination? The infamous woods of New Jersey, the same location where the iconic Friday the 13th film was shot. The area is dense, wild, and not exactly welcoming. Sharp thorns tangle their path, the trees feel oppressive, and the silence is deafening. But for Mo and CJ, this eerie jungle is exactly the kind of place they thrive in. Before reaching the forest, the two stopped at a nearby gas station, where a strange man warned them to stay far away from the woods, claiming unpredictable dangers awaited anyone who dared to enter. They laughed it off, brushing it aside as small-town superstition. But that warning would soon take on a terrifying meaning.
We just heard about 4 to 5 gunshots. I was taking a piss right here, literally. And we heard about 4 to 5 gunshots. Rifle shots, not even gunshots, they're rifle shots. That was scary. I don't do good with guns because, like, you know, I'm Canadian. So this is where we're setting up our campsite right here. See, just gonna bust out the tent right now. We're gonna start building it.
As they ventured deeper into the forest, they stumbled upon a murky, isolated lake, a perfect spot to set up camp. But not long after they settled in, the stillness of the forest was shattered. Gunshots, faint but unmistakable, echoing through the trees. The two froze. It was unexpected, and the tension immediately rose. Then came something far more disturbing.
Tonight. Nope. So yeah, we don't. This is some bumpy ass ground, bro. It's gonna be one long ass night.
It's like gunshots. I don't even want to move.
We just heard more gunshots. I'm trying to stay quiet so we can get the sound of the gunshots on camera. What the hell's going on out there?
I have no idea. There's a lot of activity.
What the hell was that?
You go first.
Anything out here?
Dude, something just ran by here.
Please tell me that you guys heard that.
Something just ran by here. I kid you not, something just ran by. Dude, that sounded like it was inches away from us.
I thought they were running in between these trees.
I kid you not. You heard that right?
What the fuck was that?
Hello? Anyone there?
A high-pitched child's voice calling from somewhere deep in the woods. They stayed silent, alert, listening. But after 30 minutes with no further sounds, they began to calm down. They debated whether to pack up or ride it out. In the end, they chose to stay.
If we come across anything, if we hear anything, I'll film some more for you guys, but I'm just gonna rest the batteries a little bit. It is really cold. We're gonna
freezing out here, man.
It's freezing. So we're gonna try to warm up a little bit, and I'll check back with you guys in a little bit. Shit, dude, there's somebody out there.
Should we turn our lights off? Because obviously it's illuminated. Okay.
Keep your lights off, keep your lights off. There is somebody out there.
The fuck was that, dude?
Something in the water. Go.
You go first. I'm not going first.
I don't know. How do you open this?
Shit, man. Just come through this thing.
Go through the little...
You go first.
Okay.
You go first.
I just...
Turn your light on. Turn your light on.
My light's on. Dude, I heard something splash.
What?
What the f is that?
Bro, what the fuck is that, dude?
I don't know what the f that is, but what the f is that? Guys, we just heard a splash in the water.
Whoa. Dude, what the hell is that?
There's somebody there. Hello?
Just as they began to settle again, they heard a splash. Something had been thrown into the lake. When they approached the shoreline, they spotted it, floating eerily in the dark water. A glowing neon green skull, tied to a stick and gently bobbing on the surface. Someone was clearly trying to send a message. And then, the unthinkable.
It's so freaking cold. Like,
Turn your fucking light off. What the fuck is that, Mel? No, what the fuck? What the fuck is that?
turn your light off, dude. Dude, it won't turn off.
What the fuck is that?
What the fuck? What the fuck? Go.
A roaring chainsaw tore through the silence, and then through the side of their tent. Panicked, Mo and CJ bolted into the forest, running as fast as they could through the thorns and trees, not once looking back. Somehow, they made it out safely. Some viewers in the comments now speculate that the entire event was staged for content, but others believe what happened was very real. What do you think? Was it just an elaborate prank, or did they stumble into something far more sinister? Let us know in the comments below.